Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Carly, Skiba here, and today I'm going to be doing a quarantine and chill makeup tutorial, or even if you're just chilling with your family. I wanted to give you that nice glowy bronzy look. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. Guys, let's get right into it. First, started off, I did do my brows off camera. For my brows, I used the Brow Ultra Slim, and this is by Maybelline. This is one of my favorite brow pencils. So today I started off with my e.l.f. This is my matte putty primer. This is for all my oily girls. If you need a good primer that's affordable, e.l.f. right off the bat, very affordable and cheap. And actually a new discovery from e.l.f. that I actually would never think to try is this sponge. It's their purple sponge, and it's a complete dupe for the Real Techniques. If anything, it is probably softer than the Real Techniques. So I definitely highly recommend this. So I'm gonna be going in with this. I already primed, so I'm gonna be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Absolute favorite foundation, especially if you are oily, because it's gonna snatch up all those oils, blur the pores, and it's very affordable, so why not? So once you're done blending the foundation out, for me, I just like to do soft patting motions. You definitely don't want to smear the product all over your face just because it's going to get very patchy. I'm definitely going to be going in with concealer. So favorite concealer right now, and it's definitely a dupe for Shape Tape, is the Infallible Pro Wear. So I really like this concealer, and what I like to do is I mix up two shades. I mix 355 and 360 just so I can get a little bit of that lighter coverage in the inner corner, and then as I go out, I don't want it to be too light and overdo it. So I like to use this concealer. So I'm going to take 360. I'm going to just basically do like that triangle formation that you see, and then I'm gonna take the 355 just here in that inner corner because it's gonna snatch it right there because it's a little bit brighter. And then what I like to do is I like to let my concealer sit, just because it's going to give you better coverage, higher coverage, just from sitting on your face. So I highly recommend that. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side.
5 minutes later.
So after you wait about 5 minutes for it to sit, then I'm gonna blend it out with my sponge. So once you blend out that concealer, I just like to take a little bit of the excess because I don't want to overly highlight, just because this is like my daily look. I just want to brighten just a little bit under the eyes, just to, you know, hide those bags. And then I take the excess and I just put it kind of in the center points of my face, just to kind of get that excess and to brighten up a little bit, but not too much. So I'm going to be taking, this is the Wet n Wild makeup stick, but this is one of my favorite all-time cream contour sticks from the drugstore, just because it is very pigmented, it's very smooth, it isn't patchy. I find that a lot of contour sticks are very patchy, so I like that this isn't patchy. It blends really beautifully on the face, and I love the life it gives me. So I'm going to be starting out with the nose.
It's not for me to say you love. Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do. It's
I'm just going to be taking it a little bit there, a little bit here, and then right on the jaw just to cut it. And then I like to do a little bit under the lip just because it makes your lips appear a little bit bigger. You want to snatch the face upward. Instead of dragging it down, it's gonna drag your face down, whereas you want to be like, you want to be all snatched, so make sure you go upward. So we're gonna be blending it up, so we're just gonna be like tapping in the upwards motion. And even with just doing this side, you already notice like you just bring life back to the face. I would definitely invest in cream contour. I mean, it's gonna last all day long, give you that life, and it's gonna snatch you. So now I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna come right back. So after you did all the cream contouring, we're gonna be left with this. We definitely need to start setting everything, just so nothing starts settling into lines and stuff like that, and we can get like a really smooth base. I'm gonna go right into powder. I'm gonna be taking the Laura Mercier powder in the shade Translucent. So I'm gonna be taking that back on my e.l.f. sponge. I highly recommend you guys get this sponge. It's a complete dupe for the Beauty Blender and the Real Technique sponge. I think it's actually a little bit softer. I'm just gonna go underneath the eyes again, just to make sure that everything is blended nicely, so that the powder can go on and look nice and smooth.
It's not for me to say.
So I'm actually gonna let this powder sit for a little bit, like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna be right back. So now we're gonna wipe away all this bake, and we're gonna see what we got. So now I'm just gonna be setting that cream bronzer. Let's use the regular Hoola Benefit bronzer. So it's gonna be this one right here. And I'm basically just setting the cream contour. So after this, I'm gonna spray this. I like to spray, just setting spray frequently throughout me doing my makeup, just because I feel like it's gonna bring those powders in my skin like this. It's gonna snatch everything and make it more skin-like than being very powdery. So pretty much I want to cut out the contour just to make it look more snatched. I want everything to be very precise. So what I like to do is I like to take like this part of the e.l.f. sponge. So I like to take this back part. I'm going to dip it into the powder, and then I'm just going to clean it up right under my cheek just to give it that like snatch, you know what I mean? So we're trying to look very snatched, even though we're just chilling in quarantine. So it's like, this is what we gotta do. Doing it on the other side. So now I'm gonna start wiping it off. And now we're gonna go into blush. If you're looking for a really good blush, I highly recommend. This is Kylie's Baddie on the Block. I saw Desi Perkins wear this and she was obsessed with it, so I was like, I need to get it. So I'm gonna be taking this big Morphe brush that I used for my bronzer, and I'm gonna be using that for my blush too, just because we don't want it to be perfect. We kind of want to take a big brush. You want to do it in that 3 formation, just like you did your bronzer. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to be going in with the bronzer I used. So I'm going to be taking the Hoola, or if you need a drugstore bronzer, you can take the Butter bronzer. Either or, they're pretty much dupes for each other, you can use. So what I'm going to do is just take a big blending brush like this. So this is pretty big and fluffy. It's just going to help put something in the crease but not be too precise. And I'm going to be taking the Hoola bronzer on that. And I'm just going to be sweeping it just in the crease just to give it definition. I'm just going to take really light strokes back and forth, windshield wiper motions, and slowly building up this bronzing shade, and it's going to match everything else we were doing with our face. you know me and you're friends with me, you know I'm obsessed with this liner. If you don't have it, you need to go and purchase it online at ulta.com because this is my favorite liner, and it is the Matte Mix Liner. This is an amazing liner because first, it's matte, so it's not gonna be all shiny. I love a matte liner, and I love a liner that's affordable. This liner I think is $7.50, so definitely get it if you need a liner, especially if you are a beginner in makeup, just because it's so thin that if you mess up, we can work with it and it's not gonna be just globs going onto your eyes. Pretty much I just wing it, but I'm gonna show you guys how I do my wing. Okay guys, so for this part, I couldn't really talk and do my liner. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you feel me on this. But pretty much I'm explaining that I'm starting out the liner and I just make the line so it hits the end of where my brow ends. And with that liner, I want to make it really sharp so that when I pull the line back in, I don't need to start it as far out, so I can keep that sharp line. So now you're going to see me grab my liner and talk a bunch of times. And I'm pretty much going to end that liner halfway down so I get that sharp line, as you can see. And from there, I'm just going to connect it to the middle part of my eye and then fill in. So after 10 million years later, you're going to have that nice little liner. And I really like to do it skinny just because I have smaller eyes. I feel like this liner best suits for me. But I'm going to do the other side and then I'm going to come right back. Now that we're back, I did the other side. So we have our two liners going for us. And now we feel like we could cut it. So to be honest, what's next? We got to do lashes. I'm going to put the lashes on and then I'm going to be right back. Okay. Alright, so I did an extremely dramatic lash. So I actually used the Kiss lashes in Gala. I felt like kind of popping out just because, like, even though it is quarantine, I mean, you still kind of want to pop out. I put that bronzer shade on the lower lash line, put liner, and I felt like it just brought the whole look together. So I did that, and then also I just used my Bad Gal Bang mascara just to blend the lashes together. So those are my favorite. I want to add highlight in the inner corner, so I'm just going to be taking Champagne Pop from Becca, and I'm going to be putting that in the inner corner as well as the brow bone. And on the brow bone, I'm going to be taking the highlighting brush and just adding on that highlight. So the highlights popped in. For lips today, the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in Very Victoria. This is a really nice nude lipstick, so I like this to pop this on in those days where I'm feeling nude. So this is a really nice everyday lipstick because it's not too pink, but it's not too nude. It's kind of in between. After this, I want to take Kylie's lip gloss in Always Shining. This I put over everything and I love it. So I'm just going to be putting that on top. Alright guys, so my camera just died, but I did apply the lip gloss and the lipstick, and pretty much that completes this look today. So I wanted to give you guys just an easy tutorial. I added in a few things to really glam it up, but I feel like this is something where you can really put yourself together pretty quickly and it looks really nice, especially if you're gonna be quarantined and chilling, or you're just gonna be chilling with the fam. Whatever it's gonna be, you know, this is the tutorial for it. But this is the final look, so I definitely wanted to show you guys. And I just feel like this is really pretty everyday look that you could do. It's glowy. I feel like I've been glowing in the sun. So make sure that you guys like and subscribe, and please comment any videos you want to see down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
It's not for me to say.